Office politics happen in every office, but what do you do when you run into a problem coworker? It's inevitable that you'll have a coworker that you either don't get along with or you just don't like. But the fact is, you're probably going to have to work together anyway. And in this video, we're giving you tools to deal with difficult people at work. Have you ever had an unpleasant coworker? Tell us how you handled it in the comments. Hi Contessas, welcome back. I'm Kayleen Cajeas, the Content Director here at Career Contessa. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. We drop videos weekly. At some point in your career, you're bound to be teamed up with people who just rub you the wrong way. Today, we're covering 5 different types of problem coworkers, and we're giving you the tools on how to deal with them from day to day. Number 1, the negative coworker. This is the coworker who always has something negative to say, no matter what. While it can be helpful to have a critical thinker on your team, it's not helpful when they offer up problems without solutions. Here's how to deal with a negative coworker.
When this person raises issues, ask them for more details. Why won't the client sign? What's going on with the deadline? What specifically is it that they don't like about the design? Press them to fully describe the problem and ask them to provide a solution. They may raise some valid points, so never ignore what they have to say or write them off.
Number 2, the competitive coworker. Someone who is over-competitive may try to sabotage other people's work or constantly throw them under the bus. They will climb over others if it helps them get to the top, and they may even try taking credit for other people's work. While healthy competition in the workplace can encourage people to work harder, it becomes a problem if the person is overly competitive with other people at work and doesn't offer to help. At the end of the day, you're on the same team. You should be working together to help the company be successful. Here's how to deal with a competitive coworker. Competitive coworkers might be insecure, so they're threatened by your wins. Try to show them that you want to work with them, not against them. Collaborate, but make sure to leave a paper trail indicating how you contributed to projects. You don't want anyone else taking credit for your work. In the meantime, focus on yourself and doing the best work you can do. Don't be derailed by a competitive coworker and don't try to engage in it. Number 3, the gossip. This coworker wants to know everything that's happening, and they might also be sharing your personal details with other people in the office. This person always wants to be in the know and likes to have a juicy story to share. They may ask you questions under the auspices of being considerate or thoughtful, but deep down, they may want you to use your answers to undermine you. Here's how to deal with a gossiping coworker. Don't feed into this person's questions. They might ask you who you dislike at work in a roundabout way, like, "So what do you really think of Susan's presentation?" Or try to bait you by saying something like, "I heard Claire saying the dumbest thing about you yesterday at lunch." If this person tries to engage you in gossip about yourself, your manager, or other coworkers, politely leave the conversation. Tell them you'd rather not talk about it or pretend you don't have any opinions on the subject. Don't get sucked into the gossip. There's a pretty good chance that they'll share what you said with other people, and that can have major ramifications at work. Number 4, the bully. Have you ever received a mean work email that made you either want to cry, quit, or both? If so, you might have a work bully on your hands. They'll pick on people, blame others, or they'll even tattle when it's totally not necessary to do so. They may be unable to handle confrontation without acting mean or saying something completely inappropriate. Here's how to deal with a bully coworker. We actually made an entire video on this topic, and it'll be popping up in the corner right now. But here's a basic overview. If possible, don't engage with them. If you have to engage with them, hold on to the mean emails you get and note the times where their behavior was truly inappropriate. You may have to schedule a time to speak to HR about the situation, and evidence will be helpful. Number 5, the work shirker. We're all probably familiar with the coworker that tries to push off all their work and get the rest of the team to carry their weight. Someone who pushes off work may ask you to help them, or finish their projects, leave before something is finished, or try to get out of the assignment altogether. Coworkers who actually need help should be helped. You are part of a team after all. But if there's a person who's constantly having you do all their work, it might be time to push back. Here's how to deal with the work shirker. Speak to them one-on-one and explain the parts of the project you are working on. Show that you need to finish your sections before you can help with another part. At the end of the day, you are responsible for getting your work done. And it can be problematic for you and for the project overall if you can't finish because you are busy assisting with someone else's workload. Those are only 5 classic coworker problems and our tips on how to deal with them at work. But we'd like to hear from you. Have you ever had a really difficult coworker or had to deal with crazy office politics? Tell us what you did in the comments. If you're having trouble at work, maybe you're feeling burnt out. Take our quiz to see if you're burnt out and why, plus our tips for how to deal with it. That's linked in the description below. Did you find this video helpful? Give us a like, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We drop videos weekly.